Hello all, myself Aniruddha Prabhu, Assistant Professor, Cambridge Institute of Technology, Bangalore. Today I am going to discuss about big data and MapReduce programming model. First, let's see the definition of big data. Big data is a huge amount of data which is beyond the ability of commonly used software tools to capture, create, manage, and process the data. That too within a tolerable elapsed time. The main thing here, we are generally mentioning it as software, the two traditional software tool in the sense. For database, for traditional database, we are going to use Oracle 11G, 12G, 13G, but here we cannot use those softwares. The main thing is this is huge amount of data, so traditional software cannot be used here. And one more thing is like big data can be structured, semi-structured, or unstructured. So these sort of data cannot be processed in our traditional database software. But when coming to our database, generally in maximum case it will be structured. In maximum case, I'm telling it will be structured. But when coming to big data, it can be structured, unstructured, or semi-structured. So let's see some sources of big data. Primarily, and that major source of this big data is social network. You can see here Twitter, Google, and Facebook. Actually, this is the maximum. I can tell you that in the whole source of big data, this will be the maximum contributor. So if someone is using Twitter, I think hardly, I don't know exact word, but yeah, maximum of them are using Twitter. That too, more than Twitter, Facebook is much more commonly used, and more than Facebook, obviously Google will be used. The main thing is by combining almost all the social networking, you can see here YouTube is there, and Google Talk, some multiple uh, social, what do you call that, networking sites are there. By combining all possible social networking site, we are extracting huge amount of big data. Huge. You can see here 12 plus terabyte, 77 7 terabyte of data, that too per every day, and also 25 plus terabyte of log data every day. But remember, these data, maybe it is, I think it's old. Traditionally in textbook they will give around 2012 data, 2011 data, but yeah, until now it will be almost 5 to 6 time maximum than this data. Actually what they are showing right now in this figure, it may be around 2012 data, but right now after a huge drift with respect to our internet and all, the data is almost doubled, more than double, yeah. And when coming to other sort of contributors are like RFID tags, camera mobile. Yeah, that is like if we are taking any pic, so we are going to store that one. That is one sort of contributor to this big data. Or, for example, something like we have RFID, yeah, then smart meters, and maybe like data sold annually, it's like 100 yes of million of GPS data. So GPS. Like this, we have a lot of contributor to our particular big data, but main thing being our like social networking sites. Let's see some characteristic of big data. For example, generally what happens, some data is there, for that one some characters should be there. Likewise, for big data we have mainly three V's. We generally mention it as three V's, but yeah, more than three V we have two more V. 3V plus 2V. Okay, first V being like volume. The data can be of any size. For example, it may be of terabyte, petabyte, or a zettabyte, anything. The data can vary from our megabyte to petabyte to until the end. It may go on. At the same time, it may be of any form here. The main thing is like second one being velocity. Velocity in the sense, generally what happens, the speed of the data. the speed of the data retrieval can vary. For example, if I am seeing the data, seeing some YouTube channel, if I'm seeing the normal data, the the acceleration of that particular data is different. If I'm seeing some stream, the acceleration is more. That means the data can be of any speed or any velocity. The acceleration of data may vary. So I should be able to hold on all almost all the data of any velocity or any acceleration. Generally, any acceleration. For example, batch, near time, real time data, and stream. Anything. Actually, if you consider these four, obviously the acceleration of data retrieval varies there. I should be able to almost capture almost all the data here. That is one of the characteristic. Third characteristic being variety. As I told, it may be structured, unstructured, semi-structured, or all of the above. Anything may be there. And for fourth one being like veracity is there, and fifth one is value. Generally, traditionally we consider it as three ways. And when coming to execution part, it is quite simple that we cannot use any sort of traditional method here because it is quite simple. When coming to normal data, definitely I can use sequential method, but right now the data is huge. For huge data, if I'm going to use any sort of traditional data, it's none other than foolishness. For that one, I'm going to use some parallel techniques. So one being like divide and conquer. For example, huge amount of data will be there, huge amount of input will be there. I'm going to divide that input, and that input will be fed to my execution part. Then after getting the solution, I'm going to conquer it. So parallel processing allows for the data to be processed by multiple machines so that result can be achieved sooner. One sort of algorithm which supports this particular cause is MapReduce. Originally, generally let's discuss something about MapReduce. It's originally generated at Google for doing some searches faster. But generally, after that one, it emerges popular for parallel processing mechanism. And when coming to the original problem in this particular MapReduce, original problem is divided into multiple problems, and that problem divided problem is mapped to multiple processor that can operate in parallel. The word should be mentioned is parallel. Here I am not going to do any sort of sequential execution. It's quite clear that the data is huge. If I want an accurate execution or accurate analysis, I want efficient method. That too, it is parallel. If I want efficient means I should go for parallel. So here I'm using one parallel method, that to MapReduce. In that what happens? First one is original problem is divided into multiple smaller problem. Then the smaller problem is mapped to multiple processors that can operate parallelly. After after mapping, I'm going to do some intermediate executions. Then after executing, once again I am going to proceed with the next level, that to submit all possible the data which I have executed in the intermediate step to the next processors, in the sense next part of output processors, that reduces the out actual this submitted data, I mean submitted intermediate data into single stream. That is called as reduction phase. Here one is map, second in other part it is reduction. That is quite simple. It is like initially what happens, the huge amount of data I am going to give as input for this particular method, and that particular data I am going to map to the multiple processors. After completion of intermediate execution, Then once again I am going to give it to the output processor, which reduces it to the single stream, and it can be sent to the end user. Let's see one example for MapReduce. Very important with respect to video perspective. Yeah. First one, let's take input as dog, cat, rat. Second line being like car, rat. Third one is like dog, car, cat. Remember, this is theoretical example. Practically, it varies because practically what happens here, I cannot tell like one line is there that will be input for this one. It is not like that. Practically, it varies. Practically, we can give the limit as 64, or we can give the limit as 128 like this one. So whole the split up limit will be varying. Actually here what happens for the demonstration purpose, that is theoretical purpose, we are giving this one as input. Okay, as per theory, let's consider we have three lines. In that we have three particular words. So in the first phase what happens, in the first plate we are going to supposed to split the data. So you can see here one line is there, two, three line is there. Obviously there is a three split up. The whole line, that is dog, cat, rat goes to first split. Car, rat goes to second split. Dog, car, cat goes to third split. That is, in one phase what happens, I am going to split the input. After that, my first work is to map. Here, how many dogs are there? One. So dog, comma one. Remember, this generally we term it as key value pairs. Key value pairs. You can see here, dog is there. How many dog words are there? That is one. So here, cat is there. How many cats are there? That is one. Here, rat is there. How many rats are there? That is one. Generally, we are doing this one because the main intention of doing this one is I am supposed to calculate word. This is word count example of my MapReduce. That is word count. I should tell here, this is my input statement. I should tell how many dog words are there. Obviously, you can think like this is the input. So I can tell like one dog is there, two dog is there, dog is equal to two. But it is very simple to tell with this particular possible input. But has our definition for big data is huge amount of data. Obviously, for huge amount of data, I cannot go on scrolling, searching for dog, rat, cat. No, I cannot do that one. So for that purpose, I want to use this particular programming model. For demonstration purpose, let's consider that this is our input. Okay, let's continue. So after splitting, I am supposed to map it. One is like dog. How many dog words are there? Dog, comma one. How many cat words are there? Cat, comma one. Rat, comma one. Let's go for second split up. Car. How many car are there? Car, comma one. Remember, one more car is there, but I cannot write here as car, comma two because this is mapping phase. I am going to map that particular word to particular processor. Generally speaking, I am supposed to map it. Here, car, comma one. One more is there, that is car, comma one. Rat, comma one. Go to third split up. That is dog is there, dog, comma one. Car, comma one. Cat, comma one. So my mapping phase completes. After mapping phase, I am supposed to move towards shuffling. Shuffling in the sense here where actual process begins. All three possible maps are there. From these possible maps, based on this particular keyword, I am supposed to segregate those particular common keywords. For example, dog is there. Dog, one dog came. I am supposed to search for the same keyword again. Dog, okay, here one more dog word is there. Yeah, let's segregate that. Dog, comma one, dog, comma one. Remember, here also we are not supposed to write dog, comma two. This is not that phase. When reduction comes, obviously we are going to reduce this particular value. Here, practically we are supposed to consider that it will execute parallelly. and I'm going to assign it to the multiple processor. Theoretically, we can think like, okay, this is much more simple, but yeah, practically it is quite different topic. Means we are going to assign that particular input to some processors. In that processor, we are going to process the particular data. After getting some input intermediate data, we are going to reduce that one. Okay. In the shuffle phase, what happens? Dog, I've just segregated the word dog. Then cat is there. Yeah, cat. Let's segregate here. Cat comma one. Okay, here one more cat is there. That is cat comma one. Done. Okay, third one being rat. Okay, let's segregate the word rat. Rat comma one. And here one more rat is there. Rat comma one. Done. Did I left with anyone? Any other word? Yeah, car comma one is there. Yeah. Second car comma one is there. Here in third map, I have one more cat comma one. Just segregate it. But here it is only shuffling phase. Here I cannot write dog comma 2, car comma 3. No. Okay. After that, I am supposed to reduce that one. Reduce in the sense, obviously shuffling has been done. That is intermediate processing has been done here. So in shuffling, after shuffling, what happens? I am supposed to reduce that one. Okay, dog comma 1 is there, dog comma 1 is there. So obviously, key value pair. Convert it into, since dog is common, convert it into dog comma 2. That is 1 plus 1, 2. So two dog keywords are there. Next go to second shuffle, that is car comma 1, that to 3 times. Yeah, see, car is common here, that is obviously 3 times it is there. I am going to reduce it. Third one being cat comma 1, cat comma 1 2 times. Obviously in the reduction phase, I'm supposed to reduce the particular shuffled, that is intermediate output into a particular value, that is cat comma 1 plus 1, that is 2. So fourth one being like key value pair of rat is there. Key is rat, value is 1. Rat comma 1 plus 1, that is 2. So two rat keywords are there. That's called as reduction. Here I am done with the reduction. After reduction, I am supposed to give the end result to the end user by by just keeping all possible output, all possible final output in the reduction phase. That is car comma 3 was there, so dog comma 2 is there, cat comma 2 is there, and rat comma 2 is there. Obviously the final output will be like segregation of all possible reduction phase outputs. Here you can see car comma 3, cat comma 2, dog comma 2, and rat comma 2 in the final result. So here, as per our problem statement, they gave the word count for that particular given statement, that is this input, using MapReduce. So here finally we are supposed to write like car we have 3, the word of car we have 3 compared to input. In the input we have 3 word car, and we have 2 word of cat, and we have 2 word of dog, and we have 2 word of rat. This is called as overall application, that is application of MapReduce count word count process. But remember, theoretically it is completely valid. Practically this model is valid, but you cannot consider like one line is equal to one split up. Never. It's not like that. Practically we have some other explanation, but yeah, theoretically fine, one line is equal to one, I am going to split it, done, no issue in this. But practically I am telling it may be around 64 or 128. The division is based on our in the installation time. We are going to we are supposed to fix some value, that is 128 or 64. But here what happens, with respect to line, I am going to splitting the particular input. But this is only valid for the theory perspective. In the theory, what happens, I am applying MapReduce for my input. The main intention of this particular problem statement is to calculate the word or word count process. Hope this is clear. Okay, thank you.